Marvin, anything anecdotal you want to add about your 13-point checklist, the baker's dozen?
No, other than, like I said, I think there is no cookie cutter. There's no, I say to people all the time when I do valuations of businesses that I can show you two businesses with identical histories that have significantly different futures and significantly different values. And so all of these elements are the kinds of things that aren't necessarily showing up always on a balance sheet. There are qualitative elements to all of these things that we're looking at, and they are unique to the business there. Every business has a unique quality about it. And so what we're trying to do is to really try to uncover those unique elements that don't show up in those places sometimes, and making sure that we can analyze them and have some qualitative review of them. So
that's awesome.
That's where I live, Nate, most of the time.
Well, for those of you that are watching, if you've made it to this point, you're obviously very interested in mergers and acquisitions.
Or you got nothing better to do.
Or you've got nothing. If you're on the sell side and you've got questions about any of this, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you with this. On the buy side, there's a lot of opportunity to have a fantastic person in your corner like Marvin, doing the due diligence alongside of you. He brings a great approach, getting the deal done, as opposed to just ripping it to shreds and moving on. Can't tell you how frustrating it is to see the process get stalled or stopped because of a lack of experience or knowledge, or a process with the due diligence expert that is not deal focused. They're extremely risk focused and are just looking to blow apart the deals, as opposed to approach it with a can-do attitude. And if you want to get a deal done, if you want to put some recurring revenue or some passive income or some seller discretionary earning into your portfolio in the next year or so, I would absolutely have you reach out to Marvin.
Yeah, and I would just add one point to that trigger, Nate, and that is that one of the key promises or commitments I make in the process with the buyer generally is that my fees, depending on the size of the business, come into play. But if I can't add value to the business, in other words, my objective is to add a high multiple of value to the business as part of the process by uncovering and helping these things, the business, to become more valuable when they take it over. So that's part of the objective there, is we want to make this a more valuable enterprise as part of the process. So.
I love that. Yes, other folks that are out there, they're just doing the due diligence, evaluation. They charge a fee. They spit out a report, says it's a terrible business. It's not going to close. It's not worth anything. And then I go right over and we sell it to somebody else who has a fantastic experience with it. So absolutely. Thank you very much so much for your time, Marvin.
Okay, nice talking.
Have a good one. And for those of you watching, stay tuned. We got more great stuff coming up, and we appreciate you. Take care. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications about new videos and interviews. And introduce yourself in the comments. Are you a buyer or a seller?